Possway V4 Pro is the perfect electric skateboard for kids and teenagers. It's quite hard to find an electric skateboard that is designed for kids but isn't low quality in terms of build and performance. There are tons of kids e-boards on Amazon, but they have no reputation and lack a decent star rating. And if you're going to put your child or yourself, if you're a teenager, on an electric skateboard, you'll already know that they can be dangerous and you don't want to take the risk with these cheap brands. The answer is Possway and their electric skateboard, completely designed for kids and teenagers. For brave youngsters, it has enough power to be fun, while for concerned parents, it doesn't have so much power that it is too dangerous. It's a great e-board that will encourage screen-obsessed kids to get outside and enjoy the sunshine while doing something that is still kind of tech-related. It is the successor to the V4, which I have reviewed here, and I really enjoyed it, even though it's not a board that's targeted towards me. If you decide that the Possway V4 Pro is right for you, it will set you back $449 US. However, at the time of filming this, it is on sale for $349 US. Plus, you can use my discount code in the description below to get an extra $15 off. If you do, that helps me out a little bit, so thank you in advance if you do use it. So let's dive into this Possway V4 Pro review and see if this is the e-board for you or your little loved ones. The deck is 35 inches long and 9 inches wide and made of 8 layers of maple. This is an ideal length for teenagers as it allows them to create a solid base with their feet. The deck is quite stiff. Actually, it doesn't really have any flex in it at all, which for younger riders and beginners is exactly what you want. For young and inexperienced riders, flex in the deck can often just be an added and unnecessary challenge. So in this case, the rigidity of the deck is a bonus. There are two options for the grip tape. The one I have here is called Universe, and there is also a less vibrant option called Spark. You've got 45-degree, 7-inch eSkate trucks, which are pretty good. They kept me stable at high speeds while having enough movement in them to turn corners easily. The wheels on the Possway V4 Pro are 83mm in diameter with a 52mm ground contact area and 83A softness. Now that's on the smaller and softer side that wheels tend to be. However, there's good reason for that. Younger riders tend to weigh less, and therefore a hard wheel would feel extra hard compared to how I would perceive the wheel. So that added softness helps to absorb vibrations and grips to the road a lot better, increasing your stability on the board. As for the electronics in the Possway V4 Pro, it has a 7S 2P 100.8 watt-hour battery pack powering dual 400 watt hub motors. Those numbers equate to a range of up to 8 miles or 13 kilometers and a top speed of 23 miles per hour or 38 kilometers an hour. I took it for a range test, and considering my weight, I didn't have high hopes for it. So I tried to mitigate my weight by riding the V4 Pro in a very conservative manner. I actually just put the board in cruise control at 15 kilometers an hour and did laps around this flat area near me. And to my surprise, I managed to get 7.7 miles, which is 12.39 kilometers, which is super close to the marketed range. It was also pretty windy, and because I was doing laps, I spent equal time riding into a headwind as I did with the tailwind. Overall, I'm very impressed with the V4 Pro's range capabilities. As for top speed, I hit 18.5 miles per hour, which is 29.8 kilometers an hour. I was unable to get up to the marketed speed, and I blame the extra weight I'm carrying around. Not that I'm overweight, I'm just beyond the weight of who this e-board is intended for. In fact, the max load on this Possway is 100 kilograms. In saying that, for younger riders in general, 30 kilometers an hour is probably at the top end of their capabilities. Or not, I don't know, these kids these days are wild and fearless. I did attempt a hill climb test, but again, my weight hindered the e-board's ability to get to the top. I was punching full throttle and only doing about 5 miles per hour or 8 kilometers an hour before I decided to stop in case I caused any overheating by putting the e-board under too much load. The remote receives an upgrade from the previous V4 with an LED screen that displays a bunch of information like the battery levels for the board and remote, odometer, current speed, the max speed of the session, the direction of the board, your speed mode, and the braking mode. It also has a cruise control that I mentioned earlier, and one of my favorite features, the auto on-off. You just turn the remote on, push the deck back and forth, and the spinning of the motors signals to the ESC to turn it on. This is great because you can just throw your deck down on the ground, turn the remote on, kick push off, and it all pairs ready to go. That beats awkwardly fumbling around underneath the deck trying to hit the power switch, that's for sure. Putting specs and performance aside, the Possway V4 Pro rides really well. As a cruiser e-board, it's relatively comfortable and easy to control. I found it to be stable at high speeds, and the acceleration and braking was smooth and not overpowering. It's really hard to accidentally throw yourself off this e-board by slipping on the thumb wheel. I enjoyed the bit of carving I was able to do on it. It's nothing too extreme, but it at least has some, and for younger riders, it will feel awesome. It's safe to say that the Possway V4 Pro isn't for me. However, it is ideal for kids and teenagers who want an electric skateboard to go out for rides on weekends and have a little bit of independence. Or maybe you're already an eSkate parent and looking for an e-board for your child so you can ride together. Now that sounds like a great weekend activity to me. Overall, I love what Possway are offering with the V4 Pro. It has all the power teenagers need with components that are designed to keep the rider safe, like the grippy wheels and the manageable acceleration and braking. It's also very affordable, so if it turns out not to be the kind of thing you or your child is into, then there's not too much of a loss. Possway also have a solid reputation that will make reselling the e-board easy. But after you take it for a ride, I bet you'll never want to get off it. That's it. That's my Possway V4 Pro review. I hope I've helped you on your journey to find the best electric skateboard that's right for you. If I have, please like this video. It helps out a lot. And if you know someone that's looking to get a new electric skateboard, shoot them this video. That also helps me out a ton. If you want to see more electric skateboard reviews and join the best eSkate community, then subscribe to this channel. Thanks, ride safe out there, eSkaters, and I'll see you soon.